I'm Allyson Watson, Executive Director of Definitely De Pere. De Pere's Main Street program is a nonprofit organization that works with downtown businesses and helps to improve downtown De Pere. On this episode of Around De Pere, we'll be profiling local businesses and interviewing their owners. We're here at 100 South Broadway, Suite 50 at the Blanc Boutique Restaurant and Wine Bar. Let's take a look inside. We're here at the Blanc Boutique, a restaurant and wine bar on South Broadway in De Pere. I'm here with Pat Tiedemann, owner of the Blanc Boutique. Hi, Pat.
How are you?
Good. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for being here.
So tell me a little bit more about the Blanc Boutique.
Well, the Blanc Boutique got its name because we discovered a black painted boot on the wall when we exposed the brick wall when we were working on opening. It used to be an exterior wall from the 1880s, before this building was even built. And that was the sign. It was a boot factory, the Krause Boot Factory.
Very cool. So we're actually just outside of where the boot factory would have been.
That was an exterior wall.
Very cool. And you can, I mean, it's huge. It's like got to be 8 to 10 feet in height. So, wow.
Well, back in the day, people didn't read. Not many people read, so their signs were very simple. It was a boot factory, so it was a big black boot painted on the side of the building.
I love the placement, how you've got your stage right underneath it. It's just such a great homage to the name. So obviously, restaurant, wine bar. What do you guys offer here? You know, you have quite an extensive live music culture here.
We have live music every night that we're open, Wednesday through Saturday. And personally, my passion in music is jazz, and so we focus on jazz. And I thought that this area needed a jazz club because we have a lot of live music, but we don't have anyone that focuses on jazz. So that was my primary focus, and we do have other acts, but mostly jazz. We draw from all over the country, actually, jazz artists. So that's worked out well.
Fantastic. Now, the Green Bay Press-Gazette featured several months ago in their weekend section a special on De Pere live music, and the Blanc Boutique was included along with some other neighbors. Do you think that being right here in downtown De Pere with other neighbors that have live music is a good complement to your business?
Yes, I do. I think that this is a little musical enclave in this area. There aren't too many places where you can go and you can walk to 4 or 5 different establishments and have different music at each place. So I think it's nice. I think people should come down and park and make the rounds.
Right. Now, you guys have been here about a year and a half. Mm-hmm. So what drew you to decide to open a restaurant/live music location?
I really like this area, and I like De Pere. It's safe, it's friendly, and people feel good coming downtown to this area. So I thought it would be a good spot for my demographic, for jazz lovers.
Absolutely. So, you know, in the few years you've been open now, what would you say, can you offer any advice to anyone who might want to go into something similar venture-wise?
Be prepared to work very hard and have a passion, because if you don't, you really don't want to work that hard.
Right.
But I think that have a theme, have a vision, and stick to it. And I think that things will work out. But it's sometimes slow going.
Right. Now, I guess, would you have any big lessons that you've taken away in the first year and a half? Besides, you know, obviously work harder than you may plan.
I think that that one has to have patience, and that you build your business on word of mouth more than anything. And then people come in and they have a good time and they really like the place. They tell other people. It's a slow way to build a business, but I think it's probably the best way. I didn't spend a lot on advertising, and things are moving along steadily.
Okay.
But it's not as fast as most people would like to see it go. But,
Right.
But I think we have a very good reputation for the people who've come in here.
And I'm sure that clientele, definitely use word of mouth to draw more traffic as well. So tell me a little bit about the kind of food you have here, what genre it is.
It's an eclectic genre, but fusion, a lot of different things. But we specialize in tapas, a type of small plates that allow people to come in and order several different things and share. It's kind of a conversational way of eating and drinking, and so it fits in with this atmosphere well.
Okay, so someone coming here would likely have a glass of wine or two and share several small plates amongst friends while listening to live music.
Right.
Fantastic. So it's kind of a unique offering in this area, and it's great to have it downtown.
Yes. One other thing that we offer is an extensive wine list that covers wines from all over the country and all over the world. And I think that we have a very, very complimentary wine list for the food that we serve.
Fantastic. Really adds to the atmosphere, I'm sure. So as a customer, where could I find out more about your schedule and about upcoming events and your menu?
We generally put everything on our website, our menus on our website, as well as upcoming events. And that is theblancbootdepere.com.
Fantastic. We'll be sure to check that out.
Great.
Did you have anything else you'd like to add?
I think we have a great place. I think that if this place was sitting in Chicago or New York, it would fit right in. It has that kind of vibe to it with our big full windows, and so I think it's a very downtown kind of place.
Right.
Or uptown kind of place.
It is. Uptown and downtown De Pere. I like it. Thanks so much for your time, Pat. We're at the Black Boot in De Pere, a restaurant, wine bar, and live music center on South Broadway. I'm here at 353 Main Avenue at the Green Room Lounge. Let's take a look inside. I'm at the Green Room Lounge on Main Avenue in West De Pere, here with owner Mike Yoder. Hi Mike, thanks for joining us tonight.
Thank you. Hello.
So you own the Green Room Lounge, which is a newer addition to West De Pere. Tell me a little bit about how long it's been open.
We have been open as the Green Room Lounge since January of 2013, so just 7 months now.
Very exciting, and you brought in with you something that is an older name in De Pere, Comedy City, which most people know as being located in the sports corner.
Correct.
But you've really expanded upon not just being comedy, but bringing a lot of wide offerings to the community. So can you tell me a little bit more about some of the events and offerings you have here?
Yes. So in addition to Comedy City, we have a stand-up comedy called the Laughbox Comedy Show, which features new comedians that are wanting to get a foothold in stand-up comedy or have been doing it for a couple of years and just want to get more stage time.
Okay.
Another fun event we have is called Pass the Paint, Pass the Wine, where we supply all the painting supplies you could want for a nominal fee, and you paint for the side of an album. We flip the album, and then you trade your painting with someone else.
Okay.
So it's sort of an improvisational, collaborative painting experience.
Great, great. And then I'm sure obviously you could either have wine or not have wine, but it sounds like that'd be a fun evening regardless.
Yep.
Now, I'm pretty sure I saw on your Facebook page too that you guys do have trivia sometimes as well.
We do. We created our own trivia game called Smarty Pants Trivia, and me and a group of people come up with the questions and answers. We do the research ourselves. and we do that on a monthly basis.
Very fun. And then I've seen too that you have live music. You had I think it was a Great Gatsby themed party a few weeks ago. So definitely a lot of different things to do here. So you do have a bar inside, but I think you guys really are marketing yourselves differently. Like you're not just a bar, you have this lounge experience.
Right. And the reason we're calling it the Green Room is because that's where, if you're in the entertainment industry, that's where you go to hang out before or after a show.
Right.
So we want to have that feel. We want to bring people in that are, they're doing a show at St. Norbert or at GBCT or UWGB, if they want to come all the way down here, to come and hang out after their show is done. And one of the newer things we're doing also on a monthly basis is this thing called the Great Play Reading Society, where we actually do staged readings of plays. We've done Bus Stop, The Supporting Cast, which is a little known play, and our most recent one that we're working on is Glengarry Glen Ross.
Okay.
So they're plays that would be difficult to do in a community theater setting for any number of reasons.
But you get to experience a stage reading.
Yep. Yeah.
That sounds like a lot of fun. And then you have movie nights too as well. It's classic films and sometimes different themes. So really a huge variety here on Main Avenue. I mean, something totally different to do every night of the week.
Yeah. We want this to be a place where you don't just come to get drunk. We want you to have an experience here. We want you to have a novel experience, something that you can't do someplace else. And make it something that, if you want to participate, great. If you don't want to participate, that's great too. We want you to have fun while you're here.
I love it. I love it. So tell me a little bit about yourself. What got you involved in this industry? And I know, personally knowing you, I know you're not from Wisconsin originally. So tell me about how you ended up here, both Wisconsin and right here on Main Avenue.
All right. Well, I'm from Fort Wayne, Indiana originally, and my wife and I moved here a few years ago for her work. She's a librarian with the Brown County system, and I was essentially looking for a job. So I got involved with Comedy City, and the owner of that, Mike Essercon, and I got to talking, and he used to own this thing called Venture Theater. And they were actually located across the street at the old library. They lost that building, Venture Theater closed, and Comedy City moved to the Sports Corner.
Okay.
So then when I got here, I sort of took over Venture Theater and ran this place as Venture Theater for about a year. Before then, about that same time, the Sports Corner closed. Comedy City then moved in, and Mike and I partnered up to create the Green Room Lounge.
Very cool.
So when I was given the opportunity to make Venture Theater happen again, I was looking for places sort of close to Comedy City or the Sports Corner at the time, where I could open a theater. And just walking down the streets, this place really drew my eye because it was complete. I didn't have to do anything. I could move in and start up right away.
Right.
I didn't have to do any remodeling or anything. It was a great find.
Yeah. And what's great about this building too, which our viewers will see, is that it has so much character. This is one of the historic buildings in the Main Avenue district, and you're neighbored by incredibly old architectural gems, and even inside you can see the exposed brick. Especially in the bar area, it's just a really cool feel in here, and I'm sure it was really a good find finding something like you said that didn't need work, particularly with an older building.
Yeah.
So this is your first time owning a business though, then, right?
It is, yeah, and it's different. There's a whole different host of challenges and learning that I had to do that I didn't know that I could do it.
Yeah.
Because I never had to.
Right. What would you say maybe the biggest life lesson you've taken away from it has been so far?
I think just try things. Because you don't know, if you don't try a thing, you don't know if it's going to work. And I've tried a number of things, both with Venture Theater and with the Green Room, that haven't worked. And that's okay for those failures to happen, because then you learn from them. You're like, okay, this didn't happen. Why didn't this work? Didn't work because of X, Y, and Z. I can change that for a future project. Or that type of entertainment offering just isn't going to work in this market. Okay. So let's go a different direction completely.
So just be open to new ideas.
Yep, be open to new ideas. Don't say no to people who bring you new projects.
Yeah. Now, especially having a business right here in downtown De Pere, I mean, why? Obviously, you know, you had the Venture Theater and Sports Corner had a history here, but wasn't there any other reason that really drew you to this location?
Initially, for what I was offering with the theater, with Venture Theater, was it was going to be sort of sketch comedy, original plays, and I was hoping to draw on the St. Norbert student body to populate, you know, both with talent and with an audience.
Right.
And that didn't happen so much, but that's okay.
It's still working.
It's still working, yeah. That's why we remodeled the business plan and made it more of a bar and lounge atmosphere that offers theatrical entertainment or comedy or, you know, artistic entertainment instead of focusing on the entertainment itself. Okay,
so it's adapted, ever-evolving project. Yep. All right, well, was there anything else you wanted to share with me today?
No, I think we've got it.
Well, my one question before I let you go, if I want to attend any of these events, you know, whether it's the collaborative painting night or stand-up comedy night, any of these, where can I find out more about them?
You can find them at two places. thegreenroomonline.com is our website, or if you like us on Facebook, it's The Green Room De Pere on Facebook.
Okay, perfect. Thanks so much, Mike. I'm with Mike Yoder of the Green Room Lounge. Check out their event schedule and more on their Facebook, The Green Room De Pere, and their website, thegreenroomonline.com. I'm at 409 Main Avenue in West De Pere at Noir Blanc Boutique. Let's take a look inside. I'm at Noir Blanc, a boutique, with Carol Janiak, the owner. Hi, Carol. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks, Allison.
So you have a beautiful bridal and formal wear boutique here on Main Avenue. Tell me a little bit more about what you have here.
Sure. We carry formal wear anywhere from flower girl to grandma the bride. We also offer tuxedos for the men as well. And what makes us a little bit unique is we carry both previously enjoyed and new items, and also offer special order if that's needed as well. So, and along with the formal wear, we have a wide variety of accessories as well.
Great. So it sounds like, you know, it really caters to different groups, whether they have different needs for apparel or different price ranges too.
Correct.
And I'm sure you can find some really unique items here as well.
Correct. Yes, we do a great prom business, weddings, special events. We get a lot of military ball clients as well. So yeah, just a wide variety.
That's great. So now you have, like you said, you do have consignment as well with the pre-owned items. So can anyone bring in items? How does that process work?
Sure. Our criteria is we stay within 3 years, nothing older than 3 years old, and they can bring in their items, whether that's formal wear or accessories. And what's nice about that is we're giving back to the community. We do a 50-50 split, and that puts money back into our customers' pocket as well.
Oh, that's great. I love it. So how long have you been open here on Main Avenue?
October 3rd is going to be 3 years,
okay.
And so we're coming up on our 3 years, and it's been wonderful.
Right. Now, what got you interested in doing this in the first place?
Sure. I've wanted to have my own business for quite some time and been thinking about this concept. And I purchased my wedding gown at a formal wear consignment boutique, and really at that time decided that I wanted to go forward with this. And I really liked the concept of being able to re-enjoy the formal wear because they are purchased and only worn for such a short period of time.
Right, right. So that's really great that you've got, you know, kind of pursuing something you've been interested in since you got married.
Sure.
So I guess what's your experience when being a business owner? Has there been any big surprises along the way?
You need to do your homework and have a good plan. That's very important. As far as surprises, no. I really enjoy working with the customers. I think customer service is huge, especially in this industry, and we really stride on giving people the look they want and the service they deserve.
And having come in here before, I can definitely attest that you guys are just so friendly here. I've never left feeling anything but just great, warm customer service.
Great, thank you.
I guess what's been the number one thing you've learned having a business here, like other than what's been eye-opening? I guess if you could take away one lesson, what would it be?
One thing that I've learned is being a business owner, you put in a lot of hours, and you always need to be looking at what do your customers want, what are they looking for, and always try to be ahead of the curve. Okay. And always be looking at, what can you be doing to help out your customers?
Yeah, so providing great service, and it sounds like staying ahead of the trend too.
Correct. Mm-hmm.
Great. So why did you pick downtown De Pere for your business?
De Pere is great. When we were looking at location, as we know, location is so important. Right. We loved the big picture windows here. Being right on Main Avenue gives us great visibility. We get both traffic, vehicle traffic, and also foot traffic, and there's a lot of unique shops here in De Pere, which is really nice. And also, when we were looking at our name for our business, Noir Blanc, we wanted to incorporate the black and white into our name, and then we're thinking of the history of De Pere, and being that De Pere has the French history, and doing black and white with the French.
In the French language.
In the French language, really tied that nicely together.
Oh, I love that. I've been here how many times I didn't know that. What a great story. I love it. It's very creative. Yeah. So is there anything else you wanted to add? I mean, I'd love to know, as a customer, if you run any sales or specials or what hours you're here. Where could I find that out?
Sure. We do have a website, noirblanc.boutique.com, and right now we are redoing our website. So I would say about a month and a half, we should have that up and running. And right now you can find our hours and so forth on there. We're open late Monday and Thursday till 7, the rest of the week 5:30, and Saturday 9 to 4. Okay. And on our website, we are going to change that over and have an e-commerce website, so you'll be able to shop online.
Oh,
so
cool.
A lot of our, we will have dresses, and then also we'll have accessories as well. So.
How exciting.
Yeah.
Well, thanks so much, Carol.
Thanks, Allison.
I'm here at Noir Blanc with Carol Janiak. You can check out their website at www.noirblancboutique.com for hours, specials, and online shopping. That's it for today for Around De Pere. Thanks for joining us. For a comprehensive list of downtown businesses, visit our website's business directory at www.definitelydepere.org. I hope this has given you an idea of what downtown De Pere has to offer, but of course the best way to find out is to come downtown yourself.